Hey all, my name is Miriam. Welcome to my urban homestead. I've got my chicken coop right behind me and I'm going to work on cleaning it up. So the chicks have not been in there yet. I still bring them out during the daytime, put them back in the garage at night because they're not fully feathered and we still have pretty low temperatures overnight. And so I'm working on getting the coop ready for them. So there's a bunch of sawdust. I mean, not a bunch, but there's a good amount of sawdust from just the gentleman who made it for me. And so I'm going to vacuum that up. And I'm going to do my best. I got a piece from Home Depot of unused vinyl, like flooring. I think it's vinyl. It's like in a roll. You guys probably know more than I do. And either way, I got it for like 50 bucks because it was discounted since it was a leftover piece. It's like a remnant. And so I've got the bottom of the chicken coop. I'm going to actually install that vinyl flooring inside the coop. I've seen a few YouTube videos just sharing how that makes it easier to clean and also makes the coop last longer because you know, when the chickens are pooping in there, all of that, the acid and whatnot in their waste will slowly over time eat at the wood. And so if you've got a layer of vinyl down, then that sort of creates a barrier and helps your wood to last longer. So that's the goal. Step 1 is to vacuum, step 2 is to put in the flooring, and then step 3, probably not this weekend, is to fence this off, close it up with a hardware cloth underneath so that during the heat of the summer they can go down there and cool off. So let's get to it. I'm going to measure to see how big it is, how much of a piece I need to cut. I do want to make it a little longer because I want it to go on the walls. This is 44 3/4. And then this side it's 48 exactly. So 44 3/4 and 48. I want to have it go a little higher to allow for the deep litter method because right now this is way too shallow, this lip. Sorry, let me move you down. One piece of feedback I gave the gentleman who made it is like to make it for the deep litter method. So I have seen people put a piece of wood here, which I'll probably do. But I do want to make the vinyl go a little higher up. So this is 44 3/4 by 48. And at least on the sides, I want it to be way higher. So let me bring you in. You can see where the bar is, the roost bar is over here. And I'd like this to be covered with vinyl. So I'm going to measure that distance. That is exactly a foot on each side. So that's 24 inches plus the 48. Was that 72? I think so. 24 plus 48. Yeah, 72. So 72 inches. And again, this is like 44 3/4. And I do want probably 3 inches high. 3 inches higher would be over here because really this is just 3/4 of an inch from the floor to the lip. So 3 inches on both sides. That would be 44 plus 6, 50 3/4. All right. Oh, this is 12 by 4, y'all. This is going to be a problem. It's 4 feet wide. So I'll cut 6 feet is 72 inches, right? Yeah, so I'll cut 6 feet. So it'll be 6 by 4. And then I'll have to do a little extra for the lips by the doors. I mean, I guess I don't have to roll it over. I can just leave it the way it is. All I need is 6 feet of it, so let's do that. Are y'all crooked? I think you guys are crooked. So sorry. Yeah. Okay, that's a little better, right? Ish. All right. And I brought a marker, which of course I don't have next to me. This is like one of those memes, tell me you don't do construction without telling me you don't do construction. This is literally me. All right, 6 feet, 72 inches. I'm gonna make a couple of marks so that I can make a relatively straight cut on this. I'm also not great with doing things straight. 72. Let's see, a couple more. I also maybe should have brought like, like a ruler or something, right? To connect the dots and make a straight line. These dots don't really line up. So I'm gonna go with the one that's longest, like furthest out, and use that. And if it's not straight, you know, it's not straight. What are you gonna do? It's not the end of the world. Ooh, I have to be careful. Just got a splinter. I have gloves, hold on. Y'all, this is a sheer comedy. I got gloves for a purpose. Let's protect our hands. Great. Good enough. Let's cut. Well, not cut. Let's mark. Now I brought, oh, this is not, hold on. Oh, goodness. Who'd have thought it would be so hard? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Awesome. Let's try to get this cut. Oh, it's super easy to cut. Yay. So I'm just following the line I made, which unfortunately is also not really straight. But you know, you just do the best you can. Way easier than I thought it would be to cut this. All right. Let's get the spots I missed. Hold on. Oopsie. Okay. Great. There we go. Now this is 72 by 48. We wanted to go to 50. So we're missing 2 inches. Now the next step is to get the adhesive inside of the coop, and then we'll lay this down. This works, y'all. I've never done anything like this before in my life. So I'm supposed to put a thin layer, uniform layer. It doesn't have to be perfect because, again, it's a chicken coop. And not take too long because you don't want it to set. The far corner is going to be the issue because I'm leaning over the roosting bars right now. And make sure I get the corners as much as possible. I'm literally like stretching as much as I can. I think this is part of what I love about homesteading is that everything is so new, you know, like all these different things. I feel like every video I'm saying I've never done this before, you know, because I just haven't. It's all super new. This is a very strong smelling product. Maybe I should have put on a face mask. So yeah, the goal is to do the flat as quickly as I can. So you can see it's not perfect by any means. But I just want to make sure that it does not get solid on me, because that would suck. And I'll also go around if I need to get the corner. I'm trying not to make it too thick, but I don't want it to be thin either. And I don't want to run out, so, because I still have to do the walls. So I folded it in half. Hopefully that will work. Hold on, Mom, let go. Hold the bottom for me, the bottom corner. That's all. And it doesn't need to be perfect. Keep bringing it in. Okay. Now. Well, that wasn't the plan. This outfit is officially ruined. Scoot out, Mom. Thank you. Hold on. Okay, that part is good. Ma, can you get the wall? There should be some plastic gloves somewhere. Yeah, under the staple gun. Thank you. I knew I would need extras. In retrospect, maybe I should have done 2 separate pieces, but then there would have been a seam. And I didn't want the seam because then stuff would stick and get caught there. My hands are literally sweating. Well, good enough. All right. Can you, hold on. I also may have cut too long a piece. No, Mom, don't push anything. Hold on. There we go. I'll fix this part later. All right, that side is good. I think I'm gonna go. Are there any more gloves, Ma? Probably not, right? Yeah, if you can get like 2 or 4 more. All right, y'all, we're making it work. We've gone through 2 gloves so far. We're on the second set and they're also messed up. I'm gonna go into the coop, into the run. It's not gonna be perfect, but it will still work. So this part is trickier because I can't see anything. And I'm literally doing it by feel and feel alone. Hello, if you can see me. All right, getting the corners. The corners are the trickiest part. And the opening is so small. Hold on. All right, I can't get the corners, so I'm gonna take my tools and just like shove them in to press the corners down. I think that might work. Oh, not bad. I feel like I got most of it. I didn't think about the corners. And so this corner, I've got to cut it down a bit so it folds in here. So, and I'm also sticking to it because there's adhesive on both sides. It's a bit of a mess, honestly. Getting this in was not as simple as I thought it would be. So if I was great with like spatial awareness, I'm sure this would be easy, but it's not necessarily easy for me. So I'm just gonna do my best. And it is what it is, and it's not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, y'all. There we go. I've got you leaning on, I've got my my weeder, Grandpa's weeder, laying on the floor, and I've got you leaning on that. So I'm trying to figure out where the corner is gonna hit and then cut across the corner. But again, I don't cut straight, and I don't know if this is technically gonna work. All right, that's like maybe at the corner. I mean, it's a little bit short, but you know, it's not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. I just keep telling myself that. Like if I tell myself that enough, I will believe it. It's not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. All right, push down to the corner. Oh, that works. That works, y'all. It's almost like a gift wrapping present or something. That works. I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna come back in here and put the adhesive on the walls, but I want to at least get this section done. And I'm sticking, literally, my gloves are sticking to themselves. Like, it's a mess, but it's working. It's working. So we got this section figured out. Yay. Let me turn you over just so you can see how much is left to do. That needs to be done. I'll trim the door, and then that corner needs to be done. So all the corners, basically, we've done one corner of 4. And I am literally sticking to everything. Oh my gosh. All right. Oddly enough, this side is fine. I guess it's just, it was crooked. I laid it crooked, and that's all right. So this side is okay. I just need to put adhesive over here. So let me do that. And the good thing about doing this now is that the chickens are not using the coop yet. I mentioned earlier, they don't have all their feathers, so it'll still be a couple of weeks until they're out here. So by then, it will have aired out. And it'll be ready for them. Bars is what makes this tricky because I have to like reach over them. If I had, you know, built this coop from scratch, or if I had known in advance about this, I would have had him put the flooring in. You know what I mean? So if you are getting a coop done and this is an option you want, I strongly recommend, if you're near the person who's building your coop, that you provide them with the flooring while they're in the building process. It'll definitely make it easier. All right. Okay. This side is going to be tricky. How am I going to do the cutting? I've lost my glasses and my hat. And so, yeah. I feel like this will work. A hot shower is happening after this fiasco. and literally everything is sticking to the gloves because I have adhesive on the gloves. I'm glad there's no judgment, like, we're just figuring things out together. The fact that I'm doing this is so crazy. Like, who would have thought? You just never know where your life is gonna take you. I can't, these gloves, if I get adhesive on myself, I'll wipe it up. I can't anymore, oh my gosh. But you really, you never know where life is gonna take you, because who would have thought I would have a chicken coop, and I would have chickens, and I'd be living in the suburbs as a city girl. Like, not me, you know? All right, is that far enough? Maybe a little bit more. I did go a little bit crooked on this, but what are you gonna do? You do your best. Yeah, I definitely went way crooked. Whew. I am so hot. There we go. There we go, y'all. We got it. Oh my goodness. Oh, so hot. So hot. Oh my gosh. All right, so we've got that side. I'm just taking a breather. Whew. Oh, there's a breeze, thank God. All right. Let me go back over here. I'll have to trim this section because it's a little too tall. But I mean, this works. This works really well. Great. So now we've done 2. We need 1 more. Okay. I am climbing over the roosting bars. Thank God I'm small. I wouldn't be able to do this if I was bigger. Okay. Now we're in. And I can reach the last corner. Sorry I'm moving y'all so much. My bad. Okay. So same thing. This goes in first. Let's adjust. It started sticking, so it's a little harder now, but we can still do it. All right, so the corner is there. Everything is sticky. Okay. Okay. And now we go down. It's hard for me to see like how to be straight, you know what I mean? I'm trying my best. Okay. That was a little off, but that's okay because we're gonna fold this over. Right? Right. So that works. Need to make sure it's in the corner. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get adhesive for this side. This looks really good, guys. Hey, I'm really proud of myself. All right. And the adhesive lasted. We've got more than enough. Oh, okay. These chickens have no idea how much I care for them. So I really do want them to have the best home possible and be able to take care of them well. And I feel like this is really going to help. But seriously, if anyone tells you it's easy, it is not easy. It's challenging if you don't know what you're doing. You've never done it before. Thank goodness for this cross breeze. I think I would have passed out by now. Trying to smooth it out because certain areas it's thicker than it needs to be. Okay. All right, let's stick it, and then I'm going to climb out so I can do the rest of it. Okay. It's this little corner right here that is causing some challenges. This corner, y'all. Okay. All right, that's a little better. Okay, that's good enough. Y'all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the best I can, and then I'm going to call it because I am so tired right now. I hope to bring across with my channel is that it's not always easy. Because I really think on YouTube, people are like, oh, I just put down linoleum flooring in the coop and it made cleaning so easy. But like the putting it in is not easy. And it just sounds so simple because, oh, I just put in linoleum flooring. But you've seen the struggle, right? I'm literally in the middle of roosting bars in the coop. And if I wasn't so petite, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I hope that I make it really, I keep it real. And sometimes it's uncomfortable for me to like show the challenges and how much I struggle. But at the same time, I don't want to make it look easy because then when you're doing something, you're going to be like, well, why can't I do it that simply, right? But the simple was a lot of editing and not recording the hard things. And so I hope that as I record the hard things and as I'm vulnerable, because it's embarrassing to me sometimes that I can't figure things out and do it right. But I hope that as I do that and you're watching, that you realize you can do it too. And it's not going to be easy, but we're going to persevere and it'll be worth it. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Hope that helps someone who's struggling today. So I'm going to do the last corner, and then I'm going to call it because I'm so tired. I'm going to go lay down. No, I'm going to take a hot shower, then I'm going to go lay down. So let's finish this last bit together.